Magic, internationally renowned illusionist Greg Frewin finally back on stage at his home theater in Niagara Falls and finally back on Morning Live. Good morning, Greg.
How you doing, Bob? It's so great to be back, and I am so excited. I'm on my stage right now, and there's no better feeling, so this has been a great week for us.
Well, it's great to see you virtually, and of course, like all other entertainers, you've had to pivot, so you've been performing virtually and making a lot of TV appearances, Morning Live, but also fooling Penn and Teller on a regular basis on Fool Us. But yeah, it's not the same as it virtual. You got to be back on stage.
No, but let's face it, it's like when you go to a comedy show or the movies, being around other people is what we're humans. We want that interaction. So when I have a crowd of people, the reaction and the feeling and the emotional connection is what we really miss, right? So it's very cool to be back live.
Now, you're not just an illusionist, you're also an employer, the Greg Frewin Magic Theater. And in fact, I saw that you're actually actively looking for help at the theater. How has it been getting ramped up, back up and running, and who are you looking for?
Well, it is tough. Of course, the industry, a lot of people were laid off and over the last year and a half, so it has been a little bit tough for us. We're always looking for servers, people out in front of the house to help get the show, all the people in. Our backstage crew is actually good right now. All of our dancers are back, all the performers, so we're really excited to be back on stage.
We have several lion tamers for viewers on Morning Live, according to our...
I'm sure you do.
According to research.
I'm actually one.
Yes, Annette says she is one, yeah. How has it been caring for the animals? How has COVID impacted the behind the scenes?
Well, I'm actually the vice chairman now for the Niagara SPCA, so I'm very involved with animals, not just my own. They've missed being on stage. People don't realize that for them it's a good behavioral enrichment. It's something exciting for them to do. As a matter of fact, one of our females went into heat this week and we left her at home and she stayed there, and you could tell she wasn't happy to be left at home. So they really enjoy being on stage, but we were able to keep working with them every day. They live with me, so all my
on the farm,
my family, so.
Yeah, so they're all sleeping in. We're not going to see them this morning, right?
Correct.
It's all Greg Frewin. Okay,
You're not going to see me this morning, Bob. This is tough.
Yeah, I know. Sorry for the early get up. We're going to make you work now, though. And of course, Wild Magic is back on stage tonight and nightly, and we'll have more on that coming up. But yeah, can you give us can we get you to work this morning?
Sure. Yeah. You know what? Actually, well, we've got a little video playing there, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this puzzle. This puzzle's a little bit like the life we've lived in the last year and a half. We've lived amongst these four walls, and it's been kind of tough for everybody. It seems like we've lived it day in and day out, again and again. If these pieces were like our life, this might be like our family. This piece here might be like working from home, which we've done very well. You could read a book, you could watch a movie, play with your kids, but there's other pieces of the puzzle in our life, like fear of not knowing what's going to happen. And lately, these puzzle pieces have been the puzzle of our life.
Do you have a piece for nonstop snacking? Because we put on some pandemic pounds.
But here's what's interesting, Bob. We don't think there's sometimes room in our life for an extra piece, like joy. We're going to try to find a piece in the puzzle, a place for the piece in our puzzle for joy. And all we have to do, Bob, is just sort of move these pieces around a little bit, and you're going to see that, believe it or not, it's pretty easy to find a place for joy in our lives. But you might think, Bob, that there's not room for another piece in our puzzle of our life, hope. Aristotle once said, hope is the dream of the waking man. I think hope is the only thing now bigger than the fear in our lives. And if we bring hope and joy into our lives, we can find that we can live happier amongst our four walls.
Very nice. That's magic with a message. I like that. Now, Wild Magic, tell us about the show. What can we see tonight?
So, we've actually added some new pieces to our show, and one of the things over my time off is I really think that people need to really let that energy out. So we've added some pieces to the show that are very exciting, upbeat. We're trying to get people involved, get people out to where they're not just sitting like they're watching TV at home. So we've got a lot of big illusions, of course, the exotic animals in the show, which I've been working with for over 30 years, and of course our lovely dancers. So it's a really fast-paced, energetic show. It's really exciting, but more importantly, it's real fun, and it's fun for the whole family, no matter what age.
Yeah, we're so glad you're back on stage and your crew is back as well at the Greg Frewin Magic Theater. So we'll link up the website on how to get tickets because there's shows tonight and nightly. So again, welcome back.
Open all week.
Fantastic. Greg Frewin, thanks for joining us. Thanks for the early get up.
No problem, Bob. Thank you. It's good to see you again, pal.